Burnout typically isn't from overworking or physically just overdoing it. It happens when the game loses the fun and it stops being something that you get to do and it's something that you have to do. And as an athlete or a high performer, whatever it is, it's when you start feeling that pressure to show up to perfect, and you have extremely high expectations of yourself, and you are always chasing that end goal or that really high goal, and it always feels like it's like it's not reachable because maybe even you keep moving the goalpost right to those goals, and you're chasing the end goal, and sometimes it could be a champ, maybe big picture, a championship or something like that that you haven't won yet, or maybe it's stats or perfect game and you're beating yourself up around mistakes. But I have seen it happen over and over again with highly competitive athletes. Typically tend to have that high level of perfectionism as well. But what happens with that is they end up in a downward spiral around this and beating themselves up because it's like you're never good enough. And so what this leads to is that drop in confidence, constant frustration, down on yourself, and you end up so emotionally heavy that it feels like burnout, like you don't even want to be there because you can't do it. And again, it's like you're never good enough. And so I have had many athletes that I've worked with one on one that by the time they've gotten to me and we've started working together, it is, they're in tears and they're not having fun. They don't know what to do. And so I want to just break this down and keep it really simple. And I want to give you 3 points to focus on and think about if you feel like you're in this place or when you get to be in this place. And three simple goals. And you may see, it's like if you've got high goals set for yourself, these may feel like not normal goals. And that's the whole purpose here. Number one, I want your goal when you go out, I want you to just focus on and give 100% when you're out there. So your thoughts are all geared towards giving it everything you've got when you're out on that track, field, court, whatever it is for you, but you've got to give 100%. The second one, I want you to show up with high energy. And what I mean by that, I want you to take yourself back to that time or place that you can recall. So a little bit of visualization here with me. And I want you to think about when you were in that fun high state and you had confidence and you were in flow and you were enjoying what you were doing, you were loving it. And I want you to be able to think about it and I want you to feel it. And so that will help you to generate a higher state and relax. But that has got to be that's your focus, right? The end result, again, is not your focus here. So number one, we said get out and give it 100%. Number two is to show up in that high state. And then number three, I want you to really think about encouraging your teammates out there. And even if you're on a team where you're competing individually, I want you encouraging your teammates. And I want you to think about being a leader. Because here's what happens when you are out there and you are putting the focus on your teammates and you're encouraging them and you're building them up. Guess what happens and guess what that does to your internal state? It is also going to help your internal state. And by focusing on being a leader and encouraging your teammates in the best way that you do it, given each, all of us have our individual personalities, but I'm encouraging you to speak up in your way and be that positive force out there. When you do that, it's going to build you. It's going to build you as a leader out there, but it is also going to, like I said, build your internal state. So 3 things, give it everything you've got. I want you to show up with fun energy. You've got to love what you are doing or you are never going to get back to playing in flow. And then I want you to focus on your teammates, lift others up, be a leader out there. And here's what happens in this space. what we're doing through this process is we are taking your focus off of that end goal, like I've got to score X or I've got to do this, and you are getting yourself focused back on the things that really are the foundation of you being able to get out there and play and flow. Because if you are not loving what you're doing and you are not having fun and you've lost all of that, it's going to be a big challenge for you to get out there and play at the top of your game.